Welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this really pretty grapevine wreath using Dollar Tree succulents, some moss, and of course a grapevine wreath. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to put it all together. Alrighty, so what I have here is an 18-inch grapevine wreath. I did get this from Walmart. Now Dollar Tree has these little willow type wreaths, but this was the largest one that I could find, and look how it's kind of thin compared to this one. And I wanted a nice big full wreath, so I did get this from Walmart. From the Dollar Tree I got a handful of these new, well they're new to me, these succulent picks over in the floral section. They're a little bit bigger than the ones that come in the pots. I got just a few of these, but yeah, they're a lot bigger than the ones that come in the pots. So I just grabbed a handful of these. You're going to need some of those and a hot glue gun. Of course, glue sticks. I only use Gorilla Brand. Some wire cutters so that you could trim off the ends, and you're going to need some Spanish moss. Now when I'm working with Spanish moss, just a little trick here, you could see how much it shed when I took it out of the bag, but I try to put mine in a bowl, and then I take a water bottle and use just a fine mist setting and spray it just a little bit. I mean, you don't want to soak this, you know, don't soak it, just spray it just a little bit. And it helps, you know, to kind of, you know, moisten up and hold it together so that it doesn't fly around all over the place. And it's still going to make a mess when you're working with it, but just spritzing it with a little bit of water helps. Okay, so what we're going to do, and I'm not even sure in what order I want these to go on here, so I'm going to trim off a lot of the ends of these because they don't need to be that long. Just trim it off, and I don't want them all around the wreath. I just want them concentrated like in one area. So I'm just going to work like right in here, and I'm just going to stick them down into the wreath just so I can see, you know, what they'll look like and see about where I want them. And then I'll go back and glue them down. Well, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just going to, oops, I still got the tag on it. So yeah, I won't bore y'all with watching me put these into place. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place them in. Trim the end, yeah. Then trim the end a little bit. Place them where I want them. And then once I see, you know, a good design, you know, a good spacing here, then I'm going to take the hot glue gun and I'm going to glue them into place. So let me figure out how I want this to look, and I'm going to pause the video and work on that for a few minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so all of my succulents are glued down except for this one because I wanted to show you how I did it. Okay, so I trimmed the stem doohickey, so it's about this long, and then I just took glue and made sure that I had enough glue on the stem. And I just put some around the base of the plant. And then just pick a spot and just drive it down into the wreath just like that. Stay. Okay. Now some of these are really heavy. Like these right here, these are heavy. So make sure, you know, like I've got these angled, that, you know, you use a good amount of glue on those. Because, yeah, they're heavy. Alrighty. That looks okay. Now what I want to do is I want to work some of this Spanish moss, you know, in between the little plants here. I don't want it to overwhelm, you know, I just want it to break up the, I don't want to call it the monotony, because it's not really monotonous, but just to look like the plants are like growing out of the vase. My God, I was getting ready to say vase. Out of the wreath. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue on this. I'm going to tuck it down in between the plants here. Don't worry about the glue strings that are going to get everywhere. They come off really easily. So when you're done gluing the moss down, just go back and pull them off. Okay, let me get this off my fingers here. So, it's stuck to me. Alright, I'm always gluing something to myself. So let's see, you can try it this way. I don't like it that way because then when you put the glue on the wreath, you can see how it kind of goes down in between the little rope-like vines here, and I don't like that. So that's why I put the glue directly onto the moss. But that's what I'm going to do on up to, I think I'm going to pull it like a little bit further this way, then pack it all around the succulents, and then here's the other end, and then pull it just a little bit that way, just to kind of tie it all in together. And then I think that will be it. I want to keep this, you know, kind of sort of, I don't want to say plain, but simple, you know what I'm saying? I want to keep it simple. So I will pause the video again, and I'm going to work on this, and then I'll show you what I've got when I'm done. Alrighty, y'all, this is what I wound up with. And see, what I was talking about a while ago is like, I didn't want the moss to stop, like really abruptly. I want it to kind of, you know, like taper itself out, you know, after that last little succulent. But yep, that's what I've got. And, you know, I had some burlap ribbon, and I tried to like wrap it around the bare part of the wreath, and I didn't like that. I tried various types of ribbon, burlap and whatnot, to make a bow and put it different places, and you know what? I just didn't like it. I didn't like any of that, so this is what I have, and I think I'm going to keep it that way. I like the simplicity of it. I really do. It's fairly heavy, but I like it. So if you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button. Check me out on other forms of social media. I'll have the links to all of those in the description box down below. I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.